In the summer of 2011, Jack Froese was 32 years old. He lived in Dunmore, Pennsylvania, a quiet town where neighbors waved from porches and life moved at a steady, predictable pace. Jack was known for his sense of humor, his loyalty to friends, and his habit of cracking jokes even in serious moments. Until one day, he collapsed. A sudden heart arrhythmia, no warning, no time, Jack Froese was gone. His death devastated his family and friends. They grieved, they gathered, they tried to move on, and for 5 months, life returned to its slow rhythm. But then, something happened. Tim Hart, one of Jack's closest friends, was scrolling through his inbox when he saw it. An email from Jack. The subject line read simply, "I'm watching." At first, Tim thought it was a joke. Maybe someone found Jack's old password, but the content froze him in place. "Did you hear me? I'm at your house. Clean your effing attic." It was a joke only Jack and Tim would understand, but Jack was dead. Tim double-checked the sender. The email address was correct. There was no sign of hacking, no unusual IP addresses, nothing. Just Jack. Tim sat back, trembling. He thought maybe he was dreaming. Maybe it was a hallucination born of grief. But when he called Jack's mother, Patty, she was calm. "I've seen it too," she said. "Don't try to figure it out, just take it as a gift." The emails didn't stop with Tim. Jack's cousin, Jimmy McGraw, received one. It mentioned a detail Jimmy had shared in confidence. An ankle injury he'd suffered 2 weeks earlier. Jack couldn't have known, not unless somehow he was still reaching out. Patty, Jack's mother, received a more intimate message. "Mom, I know you're worried. Stop crying. I'm fine." These weren't generic emails. They were personal, specific. A message that only Jack could have sent, but he was gone. Friends and family tried to find a logical explanation. Could someone have hacked the account? Perhaps Jack scheduled them before his death? IT specialists were consulted, email servers checked, and forensic logs examined. There was no evidence of foul play or automation. The messages appeared real, sent in real time. A family friend, Sarah, recalled, "When I read my email, I laughed, and then I cried. It was him, and it wasn't. It didn't make sense." For some, the emails were comforting, proof that Jack's presence lingered, joking and teasing as he always did. For others, they were terrifying, an intrusion from beyond, an unsettling reminder that life and death might not be as separate as we thought. I'd read one, and I'd laugh, then I'd feel cold all over, like someone else was in the room. Jimmy admitted he'd deleted some emails, afraid of what it might mean. "I didn't want to see him, not like that, not after he was gone." No hacker was ever found. No technical explanation satisfied those who received the emails. Each message only added to the suspense. Some wondered if grief had created hallucinations or if Jack's consciousness somehow existed in a digital form, leaving traces across cyberspace. One night, Tim received a final email that simply read, "Don't be scared. I'm still here." He never replied, and nothing further came. For months, until other friends and family reported sporadic emails, sometimes weeks apart. There was no pattern, no schedule, no explanation. Technology, death, and grief collided in the Jack Froese emails. They are a story that sits in the gray space between comfort and horror. They remind us of the fragility of life and the mysteries that linger after we are gone. The emails, real or imagined, still exist in the memories of those who received them. They ask questions we cannot answer. And in the quiet moments when a notification pings unexpectedly, it's easy to imagine Jack is still watching. Thank you for listening. If you enjoyed this story, make sure to subscribe so you don't miss the next one. Check out my playlist for more true crime, mysteries, and cases that blur the line between reality and the unexplained. And remember, sometimes the shadows are watching you.